Hello, I welcome you to my WordPress video. So in this video, I am going to be teaching you how to use WordPress to build a full stack web application. We are going to be looking into installation of XAMPP, which is a form of local server on the different operating systems like Windows, Linux, and Mac. So we are going to be looking into how to download and install XAMPP, and then we are also going to be looking into how to download and install WordPress on XAMPP, that is on the local server, and then the other bunch of logics that has to come with WordPress. So the first thing we will do is we'll go to this website, apachefriends.org. So when you go to apachefriends.org, you will see XAMPP, Apache, MariaDB, PHP plus Perl. So this is a server, a local server that can work on Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Yes, you can see here, and it comes with the Apache server and the MySQL server, which also comes with the PHP and the Perls. So you can use it to run your MySQL. You can as well use it for your PHP. So you know WordPress is a PHP application. So whatever you will be doing will be based on the PHP language. So what we will do is we can simply click on download here, or you can click here to download for Windows. So let's click here to download for Windows, and it takes us here, and it will say your download will start automatically, but if it doesn't, click here. So you can see my own download has not started. So because my own download has not started, what should I do? I am supposed to click on this place where it says click here. So I will click there, and we wait for it. So it takes us to this place. This is only when your download did not start automatically, but you can see my download has started, so there's no need coming to this particular website. So I'm going to click save to save this download. So we are going to wait for it to download. Once it is fully downloaded, you can see it is downloading. So we are going to pause this video and come back when it is fully downloaded. Thank you. All right, my download is complete. So what we are going to do is we can just click on this download, because I'm using Windows. So whatever you are using, you should know how to move about it. So I'm going to click on this folder icon to show in folder. So it's going to open the folder where this has been downloaded to. As you can see here, this is this PC where C drive under these folders under downloads. So I am going to right click here, and one thing I will do is to make sure that I run this thing as an administrator, so that most of the permissions can be granted to it. So I'm going to select yes. So there is a warning, and it says important because an activated user account. So what I will just say is okay, and then I will click on next. Now look at this. So we make sure that we install MySQL. These ones I don't actually need all these ones, but you can leave it. So you can also see all the other ones, like fake send mail. All these things I don't need them, but I'll just leave it as it is, and I'll click next, and I'll make sure that this thing is saved in the C drive. So this is C drive. So you can also select whichever drive that you want it to be installed into. But for me, I will be leaving it into the C drive. Next, then you select your language. You can pick English or Dutch. I am speaking English. I'll select English. Next. So setup is now ready to begin installing on your XAMPP on your computer. So next, and the installation is going to start. So what we will do is we are going to pause this video and wait for it. So after the installation, this pop-up will come out. Now this is just a security feature from your device. So do you want to allow public and private network app to access this app? So I'm going to select allow. If you don't select allow, then you cannot access this network. So you select allow. So this is going to allow the software to be able to access this. So you can see the installation is now complete. Do you want to start the control panel now? I am going to mark this thing, unmark this, and this is just for me to be able to show you how this software can be opened. Okay, so I'm going to pick finish, and that's all for the installation. Now you can see that there is no place where you can see that XAMPP which you just installed. So what you should do is just go to your folder structure. You can go to the C drive, and you can see that inside of that C drive you will see that this folder was created for you. So what you do is double click to open this folder, and move down, you are going to see the XAMPP control. So this is just like a control panel where you can control whatever your app can do. And this is start and stop, but don't worry about these two because they will found here. You still have the ability to use them here. Then you are also going to likely see the uninstall in case you want to uninstall it. These other files are just the configuration files that will be used to run your file. And at the top here, you are going to see this folder called htdocs. This is a very important folder, and this other one, the Apache. So this is also a very important folder because this folder contains the Apache server configurations. And then here, down here, you see the PHP. So this is the configuration for your PHP, and then this is MySQL. So, and then these other ones are the mails and other ones. So now at the top here, you are going to see anonymous. We are not likely to be interested in all these folder except for this particular folder called htdocs. So for this folder called htdocs, this is where all your files will live. So whichever thing that you are doing must be found inside of this htdocs. So whatever that appears inside the htdoc is what the browser will see. Okay, so it's just like your public underscore HTML if you are conversant with the cPanel, or the public underscore www. So it's just like that. Okay, so what we will do now is to make sure that we activate our server and we start using it. So what I am going to do now is either I right click to open this as administrator. You know that I am running so many applications currently, so I am going to open and run as an administrator, and I'm going to select yes. Now this is the XAMPP control panel where you can control whatever thing that you want. So for now, we would want to start with the Apache, and we would also want to start the MySQL for the database. So what the Apache does is that we are going to allow this first. So what the Apache does is that Apache is a server that we can use to be able to run a backend language like PHP. So and then this MySQL is our database server that is going to serve all the database. All right. So now you can visit the Apache admin or the MySQL admin from here. You can also open the shell from here, but we are not going to be looking into that for now in this video. So but what we want you to do is go to your browser. So for now I'm going to close up the XAMPP windows. So what I will do is, in an empty browser window, I am going to type localhost and hit enter, and you are going to see this. Once you see this, it actually means that your Apache server is running. Now if I come here and do stop Apache, and you can see the Apache has stopped, and if I come back to this place and rerun this, you are going to likely see that the site cannot be reached. So this is because the server that is supposed to run this particular website is not alive. So we always must have to run this, make sure that our Apache server is running, and then it is now running again. So we can also do this, refresh this, and you can see this is working perfectly. Now one more thing is, if I stop the MySQL server, there is not going to affect this particular site. Let's rerun. You can see if I reload, it is still loading the page, but the fact is that I cannot be able to open any file that has to do with a database. So for example, if I go to localhost/php myadmin, so if I try to go to php myadmin, you will see that it will say access denied. So the reason why it denied me access into this place is because my database server is not alive. So we must also make sure that the database server is running. So what does the php myadmin do? The php myadmin helps to keep a record of whatever that is happening in our database. So it's just like an admin for our MySQL admin. So php myadmin is just php MySQL admin. That's just what it entails. So let's retry this again and see what will happen. So you can see that it has opened the php myadmin page, and you can see the databases, and this is because I started the MySQL server. So these two servers are very, very important if you must run any application that has to do with a database and backend interactions. Okay, so this, having known this, let us now look into the way we can install WordPress. So in this particular lesson, we are going to be looking into how to install WordPress. So to install WordPress, the WordPress we are talking about here is not this WordPress.com. So we are not talking about this particular WordPress, which is WordPress.com. we are not interested in this one. This particular WordPress.com is not an open source WordPress, but what we are talking about here is the open source WordPress, which is WordPress.org. So this particular WordPress.com is managed by WordPress, which actually means that the copyright is for WordPress, and you are limited to what you can do with this particular version of WordPress. But for this particular version of WordPress, you have the freedom to tweak around everything that you want. Once you know how to do PHP, if you are good in coding, then this you can do anything that you want. You can modify the code, because this is an open source project that was done by so many people, so many individuals so out there. But this one is done basically for WordPress. So I am not going to be looking into this particular type of WordPress. So we are going to close it up, and we are going to come down to WordPress.org. So the first thing we need to do on the WordPress.org is to get WordPress. So you will see it here, or you can also scroll down here and you see discover or explore, showcase, and all that. So but at the top here, this is the easiest way to get it. So get WordPress. So click on get WordPress, and it will take us to the download page where we are going to see the WordPress to download. So we are going to click on download WordPress 6.7.1, which is the latest WordPress at the time of recording this video. Okay, so WordPress is going to download. So I am downloading the WordPress now. I am going to pause this video and come back when WordPress is fully downloaded. Alright, so my WordPress has downloaded successfully, so I can open the folder, and what I will need to do is just to extract this folder. So I will right click there and go to extract here, and this is going to extract this file or this folder. Now the folder has been extracted, so what I will do is I will open it, and I am going to copy this, take it to the C drive and into the XAMPP, and then I will look for the htdocs, open it, and I'll paste it here. Now once it is pasted here, what I will do is I will rename it. So let's wait for it. Alright, so this is it. So I am going to rename it. So let's call it site. So you can call it anything you like, but for me I want to call it site. And now I have the WordPress inside my htdocs, and if I open it, you see it contains all the WordPress files. I am still going to talk about the WordPress files. So go to my browser, and I am done with whatever I'm going to do with WordPress.org. So let's remove it. I am going to open this folder, this page, this blank browser tab, and I'm going to say WordPress, localhost / the name of that folder we saved, and the name is site. So hit enter, and this should open up WordPress installation page for us. So this has opened up the WordPress installation page for us. So I am going to select a language, which is English, United States. You can have, or you can select another English if you like. So we have different English, but I want to go with the English United States. So I select it, click on continue. And then here is where it is requesting that we create a database so that we can set up the database name, database username, database password, and then database host and table prefix. So for this, we are going to go to the localhost /php myadmin, which is the page I showed you previously. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a new database. So here you will see new here, or you can click here to create a new database. So I'm going to click on new here. And here I am going to put up the name of that database. I am going to call it site 1. So this is going to be the database name. Alright, so this is the database name, and you can see the database is opened and it doesn't have any content. So we go back here and click let's go. So the reason why we didn't set up the other ones like the username, password, and all that is that localhost or XAMPP comes with privileges for root admins. So whenever we talk about root admin, it actually means that when we come to this database username, we are going to just type root, and for the password we are going to leave it empty, and then for the database name we are going to use that site 1, which is the database that we created here, which is this. So we are going to use site 1. And for this, we are going to leave it as localhost, and then for the table prefix is going to be WP_. And that's all for now. So what we are going to do is we are going to click on submit, and you can see, all right, Sparky, you have made it through this part. So click to run the installation. So this is going to take some little time because WordPress is going to put up some certain things into our database. Now we are going to set up the site title. So let's call it my news, because this is going to be a news website. So I am going to just call it news report. Let's just call it news report for the site title. And for the username, I am going to call it Varsity Solutions. And for the password, I am just going to use any password. Let's try to use test 1 2 3. So don't use this type of password for your websites. Try to use something that is difficult to predict. Because this is just a tutorial video, I am going to just call it use this type of password. Test 1 2 3 at 1. So this is still a weak password. So you can see it says very weak. So I will confirm the use of weak password, set up an email. So I'll just set up info@lampro.ng, and that's all. I click in install WordPress. So we are going to pause this video until WordPress is fully installed. Now WordPress is fully installed. It didn't take up to 2 seconds. You can save this password. I'm not going to save the password. Okay, I am not also going to add it to my last pass. Okay, so then we click on login. Now to log in into your site anytime, just append /wp-admin to this place. Now let's go ahead and log in to our website. So to log in to this website, what I will do is I'll put up the username, which we used, Varsity Solutions, and then we set password, which is test123, and we click login. And this should log us into the admin area of this WordPress. So you can see we have this admin in this WordPress. Now we don't need to do anything more, but what we need to do is just, let's see the front end of this website. So this is how this website will look to the visitors, whereas you, the admin, this is what you will be seeing. So the both of you have two places, which means the both of you has different places where you can access. Although you as the admin can access this and access this, but the users can only access this part of the website without this area. The reason why you are seeing this area is because you are logged in as an admin, which you can see it says Howdy Varsity Solutions, which is your username. So from this place, which is the admin, this is where you are going to be controlling whatever the user will see in this website. Now WordPress is a very simple content management system, which means that it makes it easy for you to build a website without having to write any form of code. So, but knowing how to code your website is also very important, because it will help you in order to have better ability to adapt in terms of getting whatever you want easily done. But WordPress gives you all the functionalities that you will need, so you don't need to learn how to code to become a website developer with WordPress. All right, so now in this part of the video, we are going to be looking into the WordPress directories. So let us look at the folder structure of WordPress, because we need to understand how WordPress works and what powers WordPress. So like I said in the beginning of this video, WordPress is powered by PHP. So PHP is the programming language that we use for WordPress. So I am going to go into the XAMPP folder just to show you. You don't need to do anything, but I just want to show you the folder structure so that you understand how WordPress works. So to understand it, so this is our site. If I open this folder, you are going to see some folders like the WP-admin, WP-admin, WP-content, and WP-include. These are very important folders, but if you go to the top, which is the WP-admin, this is where your admin lives. So if you want to log in into your website, if you want to log in into your website, so this is our website, and if we want to log in into the admin, what we need to do is just to append -WP/WP-admin, and if you hit enter, you will notice it takes us to the admin automatically. So this is because of this particular folder that you are seeing here, which is the WP-admin. So this contains the CSS, the images, include JS, Mint, and so many other things that controls your WP admin. So when we talk about WP, we are talking about WordPress. So this is all the code that controls the admin area of your WordPress website. Now for the WP-content, so the WP-content is a place where all the contents of your website lives. Those things that your user are seeing are also here, and they appear to be as form of plugins and theme. So you can see uploads. These uploads are going to take all the uploads that you have done in the WordPress. For the themes, it's going to contain all the themes in your website. And as you can see here, I have 3 themes, which are 2025 theme, 2024 theme, and 2023 theme. And what are themes? Themes are the template of your website. So how your website will look to the user is the template. So we can go to the WordPress admin area. Let me come here. If we come to the admin area, you will see appearance, and if you hover on this appearance, you are going to see themes. So if I click on themes, you are going to see those 3 themes. You are seeing 2025, 2024, and 2023. So these are coming from this place, which is the 2025, 2024, and 2023. So these are the themes that you are seeing inside of this place. Now for the plugin, if you go to the plugin, so what the theme does is that it changes the appearance for the theme. So you can see this is how our website looks currently. So if I come to this and I select this one and activate it, once I click activate and activate this particular theme, this one is going to become inactive. So which means my website is going to change design. So the design is going to change, and it is going to start looking like this one. So let's wait for it. So you can see this one is activated now. So how do you know it is activated? You are going to be seeing customize. Once you see customize here, that is showing you that that particular theme is active. So if I go here, that's in my site, and I'll do refresh this page, you are going to see that it takes the design of that new theme. So this is how the theme works. And if I activate this one, it is going to also change to this design. So this is how the theme works. So the theme is just the appearance of the website, how the users will see it, the beautification and all that. Now, then what about the plugins? So for the plugins are a bunch of folder or files that contains the extensions of how your website works. So the plugins add functionalities to your website. Whichever function that you want that website to bear must come in the form of a plugin. So but we are going to look at that later on. So we only need to understand the folder structure. So you can see that in the plugin section we have 2 plugins. So let's go back to our folder structure, and we are going to go back. So if you go to the plugins and open it, you are going to see we have these 2 plugins, which is the Hello and the XAMPP. So we are going to remove all these plugins. So let's delete it. So click delete, and as well click delete. Now since we have deleted this particular plugin, if I go to this folder again, you are going to see that there is no more plugins there. So for this index.php file, this is just a file that tells the plugins how to work or how to get installed and all that. So we don't need to delete it. And if I come to the themes and I delete this 2023 and 2024, so let's delete 2023 2023 and 2024. Before then, let's know which one is active in our site. So 2024 is active, so let's delete these two files. So 2024 is active, right? Okay, so let's delete 2025 and 2023. So if I delete them, now we have only one theme. And if I come to this website and refresh, you are going to see we have only one theme now. So this is how the WordPress works, the folder structure. And then finally, the last folder, which is the upload folder. I've told you everything that you upload is going to come into the upload folder, including images and other files that you may want to upload into this website. For the WP include folder, so this is where all the includes files or folders or whatever thing that helps to improve your website works. So you can see including the mails, the cron jobs, and every other thing. You don't need to touch this particular folder. And these other ones. So for the WP config, this is where the configuration of this website appears. Anything that is done wrongly on this particular file renders this WordPress invalid. So let's open this on text editor. So right click on it and open in a text editor. So if you come here, you see it has the site one database name. So you can see DB name. And if I remove this or just change whatever thing that is here and click on save, and if I come to this website and refresh, I am going to have error. So you can see cannot select database, and this is because this database does not exist, and this is not our database, so it doesn't concur or doesn't understand how to run this WordPress again because it has disconnected from the database. So what we will do is we are going to also change it back to what it looks like before now, which is site 1, and we save it back again. If we refresh this website again, you are going to see this website back. So this is just to show you how the folder structure of WordPress works. So here is the WP config sample. Let's say we deleted this WP config by mistake. So what we will do is we will come here and we copy whatever content that appears to be here and we save it as wp.config. wp-config.php, and then copy paste all the contents that we copied, and our website will be back. For the wp-cron.php, so this file controls the cron job and every other thing, and then wp login controls the login, and then WP mail for the mails, WP settings, sign up, and track back. These are important files, so do not delete them. Okay, so that is all about the WordPress folder structure. So in the next part of this video, we are going to be looking into the WordPress admin dashboard so that we can be able to understand the contents and how each part of WordPress can be customized. So I'm going to close this and come back here. So in the dashboard, which is the WordPress dashboard, so if I want to hide all these things, I can come to the screen options, click on it, unmark these ones, these things, and you can see I have a clear screen here. If I want it to appear again, I will mark it. As you can see, once I mark it, it starts to appear. So let's remove it. For the help, this is where you can get the documentation of WordPress and also support from the WordPress community. For the updates, this is where you see updates that have been implemented on WordPress, both the WordPress plugins and the WordPress theme, including the WordPress core. So for the WordPress core, it usually appears at the top here, which is what you are seeing here. You can see we installed version 6.7.1, which is the latest version of WordPress. So this is where the plugins will appear. So peradventurely, maybe we have a plugin that is outdated. Once we upload it, it's going to show us to update it from here. So that's what this update does. For the posts, the post controls our blog posts. You know that WordPress was originally built for blog websites. So if you want to make dynamic posts, so you do that from the post. So to make a new post, you can just click on add new post, or you can come here and click on add new post. So to add new posts, if you click here, it takes us to the page where we can add a new post. So this page where we will add a new post, and if I say new post, just type whatever thing that you want, and you can add the content of that post. And you can also add some images. So from the blocks, you select image and upload from your folder. So I can go to picture and upload. So you can see, so these are the posts, and you click on publish to publish this post. And if I want to see this post now, I am going to just click view post. So this is the post. You can see this is the topic of the post, and this post was made on November 25, 2024 by Varsity Solution, and the category is uncategorized. So let's look at how we can work on the categories. So on the post, if I go back to the post again, you will see that it has been added to the list of posts that I have here. And if I come to the category, so this is where the category of each post may appear. So let's take it, since we are building a news website, so let's take it that we want to have politics, we want to have world news, we want to have religion, football, different categories of posts. So we can just make the categories from here. So you can see the uncategorized. I can edit it by saying new post, update it. So then I can add new posts from here. So let's add politics, and the slug, you can leave it empty, it will be automatically added. So add post, it has been added. Let's add religion, so it is added. Let's add world news, it has been added. Let's add technology, So these are the post categories. So the post tag is the next one. So the post tag is just to help the search engine to be able to index each of your posts. So maybe your users want to search for a particular news, and when they go to the search, the tags will help them to get the content they are looking for easily. So that is what the tags does. So if I click on the tag, you can add different tags. So let's add politics. Let's add Tinubu. Okay, so whenever somebody is looking for a news that is associated with Tinubu, once they search Tinubu, all the news that have this tag are going to appear. So that's what the tag does. So for the media, this is where all the videos and images and other files that you upload into this website will live. So let's open it. And you're going to see that particular image that I just uploaded. You will see it here. So this is the image, and you can also add new image from this place and select and add this image. So this image is now on this website, and I can use it anytime that I want to use it inside this website. So that's for the media. And just to show you the folder structure back again, if I go to the folder and go to C drive under the XAMPP folder and go to the htdocs and then sites and then WP contents and then uploads, you are going to see 2024. If I open it, you are going to see these two images. So these are just like I said before, that everything that you upload into your website will appear inside the uploads folder. I hope that is getting clearer now. All right, so for the pages, so these are different pages of our website. So for now, we only have one page published, which is the sample page. So this is the only page that we have on this website. You can see it, sample page. So this is the only page we have currently on this website. So we can delete it and we can create a new page. So let's create the home page. So you can see it says I should choose a pattern for my page. So these are different designs that you can choose from. So I will choose this pattern for this, and I'll say that this is going to be my home page. I just call it home and I'll publish it. So now I have another page which is called home, and you can see this page has been added. I am going to delete this sample page because I don't need it. For the privacy policy, it is still in the draft. So if you look here, you see all pages. We have 2, and then published pages, we have 1, and then draft, we have 1, and trash, we have 1. So the trash contains whatever page that you have deleted. And you know we deleted the sample page. So let's see. So you can see the sample page is still in the draft, and we can restore it by clicking restore, or we can permanently delete it from here. So I want to permanently delete it because I want my website to be optimized for speed. So you don't want your website to have so many contents or too much content which will slow it down. So the best thing to do is to delete this permanently. All right, so you can see that we no longer have trash here. So for the draft, I am going to publish this this privacy policy. So what I will do is I'll click on edit, and so you can see it has created some sample privacy policy for us. And what we do is click on publish and publish it. So you can now see we no longer have draft here, we only have published, and the publish have 2 pages. So let's create one more page, and we are calling this page, we are going to call this page blog. So I am not going to use any of these, so I am going to just close it up, and I'll say blog. So this is the place that will contain all our news articles. So I am going to publish as well. So you can see we now have 3 pages. So this is how we can add a page. You can also update the pages. So for instance, if you want to update this page, you can just click edit. But let's take it that you want to be very fast, you can use the quick edit. So you can see we can edit this. You can also add password if you want to hide this page, access to this page from other users. Maybe when they want to access it, it will request for a password. So that's this. So but let's cancel it because we don't want to do that. If you want to delete it, you can just click trash. But if you want to view this particular page, you can just click view. So this is, you can see how simple WordPress is. On the comments, so the comment is where all the comments that users of your website does inside your website. So when you make a post, your users are likely to interact and engage with the post. So all the engagements and interactions appears to be in the comments, and you can approve, unapprove, reply, edit the comments, or even mark as spam. You can also delete the comment from here by clicking on trash. So let's trash this comment. So you can see the comment has been trashed, and just like the pages, if you come here, you see we have only one trashed comment. And this is important because once you trash a comment, it may trigger some legal issues if you are not too conversant with all this privacy policy and terms of usage. So you can restore the comments from here by just going to the trash and click restore, and this comment will be restored. So it is a very important aspect of WordPress. And then before I come into the appearance and the plugin again, let us jump into the users. So this is the place where all the users in this website will appear, and you can see their rows. So for the row of this one, it is administrator. So this person has made 2 posts. So this is where you will see all the users, the number of posts that they have made, and you can also visit the posts each user has made, their email and their name. You can also add new users, and you can also update their profile. On the tools, this is also another important aspect of WordPress. From here, you can import contents or export the contents of this website, monitor the site health, and export personal data or erase personal data and all that. You can also edit your themes and also edit your plugins from here. Okay, so that's for the tools. And then the setting. Inside the setting, we have this following. So if you go to the general, this is where we can put up the title and tagline of our website. So I'll say news at your doorstep. Your doorstep. I don't know. So you can pick a logo for this website, and let's just pick a simple logo. I don't know if I still have a logo here, but if I don't have a logo, I can still use this one. So I upload this as my site icon and set it as site icon. Okay, you can crop. So this is just the icon here. You can see the icon here has the Apache's the XAMPP icon, and you can see this, it rejected this image, and it says that this image should be, there has been an error cropping the image. It doesn't matter, we are going to add it later on. So but you can still do that. You can still select it. Okay, select it, set icon, and you can crop it again. Let's see, you didn't accept the cropping. Let's close it. We'll still see it later on in this course. So for here, you don't need to mark anyone can register, because you don't want your users, the audience of your website, of your news website, to be able to register on your website, so that they don't cluster your database. And your language, and then the time zone. So my time zone is Lagos, Nigeria. So I'm going to make sure I pick my time zone, which is Lagos. And then the date format, I want the date format to be like this, or rather like this. And then the time like this is okay. And week starts on Sunday. Okay, so having saved this, the next one is the writing. So let's go to the writing. So here, the default post category should be politics, and then default post format should be standard. So this is all I will do for now. I am not going to touch this one, but if you like, you can do that. Click save to save that. Then we go to reading, and on this place, this is where we have to set all our websites, how they will appear. So you can see currently our website is showing this particular page, and this is the page that it is showing. So I am going to just come here and then set it up. If I want it to be a static home page, then I'm going to select home as the static page, and then the post page is going to be blog. And then for posts, in each post, I want it to be an excerpt, and save. The discussion is the place where you can set up how your audience are going to interact, just like the comment. So I don't have anything to do with that, but you can go through it. You know, this video is made for the absolute beginners. So if you are a pro, you don't need to follow up with this video. You can just keep to the chapter where you will learn whatever you want to learn. But I am going to make sure that I set up a timestamp on this video, so that you can navigate to and fro to whichever topic that you are most interested in. So this video is going to be a very long video, so we are going to spend a lot of time to make sure that you digest and understand WordPress very well. So for the media, So this is where you can also set the width and height of your thumbnails and all that. I don't want to do anything on that, but one of the most important aspects or parts that I will want to touch is the permalinks. So for the permalinks, I am going to remove it from the plane, and I am going to set it as post name, because I want this to be very indexed by the search engine. And the base category, you can also set up the base category and the base tag, but I don't want to do that because I've done it under the reading. I'm going to save this. And then for the privacy, if you want to, we use it to generate a privacy policy. If you don't have a privacy policy, you can just use this, or you can create a new one. Alright, so having done this, let us now look into the appearance and the plugin, because these two parts are the most important parts of any WordPress website that you may see. And if you look at this place now, you will see the home page has changed to that particular page. And then if we go to the blog, you are going to see these two posts. Alright, so let's come back to the home because we want to do something. So now on the appearance, we want to work on the themes. So pick theme. And one thing with WordPress is that WordPress gives you different things, different themes free of charge. So you can use them anyhow you want. So you can just click on add new theme. And you can upload a theme if you have any theme, or you can just search for anyone that you like to use from here. The theme that I want to use is the newspaper theme. Newspaper. So let's see if it is available. So there is no new. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake in the spelling. Newspaper. Alright, so you can see different themes, and all these themes that you're seeing here are just different designs that will help us build our website very fast without having to, start coding everything from scratch. So I'm going to just look for something and pick it. So we have simple newspaper, we have other ones. So we have classic newspaper, we have pattern newspaper, white newspaper, newspaper up, soul newspaper, Martina newspaper, newspaper story, others. Okay, so I think at this point I am confused on which theme to pick, because if you look at here, all the themes are very beautiful. So, but what we are going to just do is just select one theme and start working. So to install any theme, we can just click install and wait for it to install. So once the installation is done, you will see activate. So let's activate it. If you don't activate it, your website is not going to take the new design. So we need to activate it. So we have activated it. Let's come to this website and refresh it. So you see the design has changed, and you can see all our posts. So you can see hello world, and you see new top AJF. So these are the posts that I made recently. But this website didn't give me the design that I wanted. The design is not as beautiful as I would want my website to be. So what I will do is come back to the admin, and you're going to see a notice here. It says, welcome. Thank you for choosing Classic Newspaper to fully take advantage of the best of our team. Our team has to offer. Please make sure you visit our welcome page. So click get started with Classic Theme. So I'm going to click here. So normally most of these themes, they come with some plugins. I don't know for this one, but if you look at this, you will see that it is requesting that you upgrade to a pro. So usually if you upgrade to pro, you have to pay a little token to the developer of this theme to be able to use that. So first of all, let's look at the actions recommended. Keep up with classic theme recommendation action. There's no recommendation at the moment. So let's start customizing the theme. And it takes us to customize this theme. All right, I'll show you one more way or method of installing a theme. So let's do that. So one more way of installing a theme. So let's go to the theme. What I will do now is I'm going to activate 2024 back, and I'm going to delete them. So we can still delete this theme by just clicking on this delete, and we can delete this one as well. All right, the theme is deleted now, so we can add a new theme by clicking this, and then instead of going to the WordPress directory, so this is WordPress repository, so where all themes that you will need may appear. As you can see, there are so many themes. Most of them are free, some of them are pro. So no matter whatever free plugin or free theme that you may find out there, you can support the developer by paying for the pro version. Most of them are not as expensive as that. So support developers so that you have options for more. So you can click on upload and choose from your file. So provided you have a theme that you downloaded, you can also upload them manually. So to do that, let's go to my drive, and go to all my works, go to Telegram desktop, or rather let's go to important folder and Telegram desktop. Let's look for this theme. So I am going to install the newspaper theme. I am going to leave the link to newspaper theme, official newspaper theme, in the video description. So this is a pro theme that I'll be using for this video. So I am going to open it, and you can see it here. Then I click install, and you can see it has been successfully installed. And if you go to the themes, you will see it amongst the list of the themes we have here, and we can activate it. One more way of uploading this theme. So let's take, for instance, we are uploading this theme and it got difficult for us to activate this particular theme. So what we need to do is just go to your XAMPP folder, copy that theme, copy the file of that theme or the folder of that theme or whatever file that you have of that theme, and go to your XAMPP folder, and inside it you go to the htdocs, inside it you go to the sites, inside it you go to the WP contents, inside it you go to the theme. So you see, this is the newspaper. So you can just simply paste whatever file that you have here, and if you run your website again, you are going to see that theme. So that is only when you have difficulties uploading a theme. Alright, so let's now install and activate some important theme plugins. So we can actually install a plugin by going to the plugins, but this theme that we installed and activated, which is the newspaper theme, comes with some required plugins. So it's going to give us a form of pop-up where we are going to see all these things. So as you can see here, so I am going to just click on install and activate plugins, because I don't want to go into the hassle of trying to do these things manually. So let's do that. And if you look at this place, there are some warning, but I'm not interested in the warning because I am working on a local machine. When I want to launch this website online, I am going to be looking into the PHP INI. So we are still going to be looking into that later on. We are not going to be rushing this video because we want you to understand every aspect of this website very well. So we are going to wait for this thing to install the plugins that are required, and I'll also activate these plugins. I'm going to pause this video because this process is going to take a little while. So I'm going to pause this video and come back when everything is set. Okay, so my plugins has been successfully installed and activated. You can see that tag div plugins are now successfully installed. Done. You have installed all required plugins. So let's now work on the design of our website. So we have pre-built websites. So let's click on this to take us to the pre-built websites. So you can see these are different pre-built websites that we can pick from. So these are different pre-built websites that we can pick from. So depending on what we want to do, we are going to just pick any design. And you can see this is still loading. So let me just pause this video and come back when it is done. Alright, so we can pick any design from here. So these are the pre-built theme. So we can choose any one. And you can see all of them are very beautiful. So you can just pick anything, any one of your choice. Let's pick something good. This black is good, but I don't like it. News hub. So let's use this one. You can see how it looks. So let's use it. So click install, and it will ask you install full demo, all these things. Yes, I want to install the full demo. And we are going to wait for it to install this full demo. And you can see how the website looks now. But after the demo installation, let's just refresh this so that you see how simple the website looks. So, but once we are done installing the demo content, you will then see how it will look like. So this is installing the demo content. So I'm going to pause the video until this is done. Now when as this is working on, instead of pausing the video, let me show you how we can do this same thing, uploading a theme manually on a live server, because this particular server that we have here is a local server. And sometimes local server and live server, they differ in some little ways. So let me use this particular website. So this is the cPanel of your website that I'm not going to show you, but if you come to this file manager, and open it, you're going to see one thing. So you are going to see this public underscore HTML. So the public underscore HTML is just like the same thing as the htdocs folder in our XAMPP. So, but the difference is that this one is live, the XAMPP is local. So you will see these are the WordPress files. You can see WP admin, content, and include, and every other thing here. And I'm going to go to the WP content, and I'm going to go to the theme. And if you go to the theme, you will see we have only two themes, which are 2025 and 2024. And this is the website here. You can see that we have only two themes. And we can add a new theme by clicking here, but we want to do it manually. So we go back to this cPanel and we click upload. And here we can select the theme. So this is the theme I want to upload. So I want to upload it here, and we'll wait for it to upload. So it is fully uploaded, but okay, so it is fully uploaded now. So we can go back to the file manager and you will see that we have this. So we need to extract it before anything. So we extract it. Now that we have extracted it, if you reload this, you are going to see that particular theme. So this is it, consulting. So we can go back to that website and refresh the admin. Now that we have refreshed the admin, you can see consulting. So the theme has been installed, and we can just click activate to activate that theme. So this is another way of installing the theme, but this is on a live server. So you have to understand that this is a live server. All right, so I'm not going to show any other thing in this one. So let's go back to what we have here. So you can see demo is fully installed. And we can come back to this website and refresh it. You will see the changes. All right, so you can see that our website is looking awesome. And this is a very, very awesome website that we can customize. So we can customize all these things that you see here and make them look the way we want them to be. But for now, you can see that we have a very beautiful looking website, and you can see it comes with all the tags, all the categories that we created that time. So you can see the categories: world news, politics, climate, service, science and tech, business, events and art, entertainment and arts, more, travel, and offbeat. So these are this is a very important theme and very beautiful theme. And let's see how it will look on a mobile device. So we can right click here and look for inspect. So on the inspect, we can select the device. So let's select Galaxy S20 Ultra. And this is how it will look on a mobile device. It is also very beautiful on a mobile device. So that is all. All right, and let's now inspect what plugins that we now have. So you can see the plugin we have now is Tag Div Cloud Library, Tag Div Composer, and Tag Div Opt-in Builders. So these are the required plugin that comes with our theme. You can add other plugins of your choice, but these are the basic plugins that comes with your theme. Now, let us look into plugins that will give us SEO access. So for SEO, we have so many plugins that will help you for SEO. So what is SEO? SEO means search engine optimization. So what is search engine optimization? Now let me show you something. If I come to this tab and I go to Google search and search Linux kernels, for example, and so you are going to see that there are so many websites that will pop up with solutions to Linux kernel. And you see with the first one here is www.kernel.org. So this is the top of the search engine. So everybody wants to be at the top of the search engine because users tend to pick or click on the first, second, and third links that they see while searching on any search engine. So like this one that I saw now, you can see that my concentration is basically on this. I did not take into cognizance that there will be other ones at the bottom here, but this one ranks first. So everybody wants to be at the top of the search engine, and that is search engine optimization. Now, there are plugins that will help you to achieve a better ranking of search engine. There are so many of them, but the one that I'll be showing you here is all-in-one SEO. So we have so many of them, but the ones that I recommend to you are Yoast plugin, all-in-one WP SEO, and there is this one other one that I've forgotten, but these two that I just mentioned are very, very important. So let's look for Yoast. So Yoast is YOAST. So Yoast. So this is Yoast. You can click install to install it and add it to the website. But I don't want to use Yoast in this video. I want to use all-in-one WP SEO. All-in-one SEO. So this is the one that I want to use. Let's see if it is available here. Okay, so this is all-in-one SEO. So you can see we have 3 million people, 3 million plus active installation, and it has almost 5-star rating. But for the Yoast, you can see Yoast is 10 million plus active installations, and it has 5-star rating. And if you go there, you see the last time this plugin was updated. And if you come here, this is the last 3 days it was updated. And how many people that rated it? For this one, we have 4,512. And this one has 27,742. So this is to tell you that Yoast is a very wonderful plugin. So we also have all-in-one SEO security, but we are not interested in this particular one for now. Now, this is another one, very, very awesome plugin, which is Rank Mass. This is the plugin that I forgot to tell you. So these are the 3 basic SEO plugins that are very wonderful whenever you are doing any we want to optimize your website for SEO ranking. So Rank Mass is wonderful, and you can see it is even surpassing the all-in-one SEO plugin. Because if you look at it, the both of them has 3 million plus installation, but this has 6,875 rating. That's people that rated it and 5-star. You can see that it is slightly a bit better than all-in-one SEO. So I think I will use this one. Let's use Rank Maths. So we are going to install it, and once you install it, you go on with the next. So it is installing now. The next thing is a security plugin. So there are so many security plugins that we can use. So if you come down here, I think we will have this WordPress. So WordPress is a firewall security plugin. It helps us to prevent people from attacking our website. It creates a firewall to block IPs that are malicious from accessing our websites. So it also gives you insight on new security updates that are available out there. And whenever there is a vulnerability in any of the WordPress plugin, WordFence will always email you on those things and what next to do. So this is a very wonderful plugin. And if you look at the rating, you see it has 5-star rating, almost 5-star rating, and over 5 million active installations. So we can install it. There is another one which is also good. I can't remember the name now, but I think it is also a very popular plugin. I can't remember the name. Okay, so I've seen it here. Jetpack. Jetpack also helps to optimize your website for speed. It also adds some security layers like preventing attacks on your website and also protecting you with a firewall. So it is also a recommended plugin. But you don't have to add too many plugins into your website in order not to reduce the performance of such a website. So you make sure that you put a minimum, the barest minimum plugins, so that your website will have a better speed and all that. So that's a very